Let's talk about Zoom flower class. First of all, if you've already signed up, thank you so much. And in due course, you'll be getting your special class handouts with some inspiration photographs and the full buying list for class. But if you're not quite sure whether Zoom flower class is for you, I thought you might like a little bit more detail as to what we're going to be talking about, what projects we're going to be working at over the 8 weeks starting from Tuesday the 27th of September at 12 noon. And if you can't join live, I always send out the recording from the teaching part of the class, so you'll always get access to that and you can watch and watch and watch as many times as you like. The advantage of joining live is that if you've got time, you can stay for the second half of the session, which is the make and create part, when you can put your video on, put your mic on, and we can have a two-way conversation either about the specifics of class or just a general chit-chat about all things flower arranging. Because of the cost of living crisis, I've decided to concentrate on techniques rather than flower arrangements per se. Of course, you can always use the techniques that I'm going to be sharing with you to add the extra level to the next flower arrangement you make. But having signed up for class, I didn't want you then to have the added expense and pressure of perhaps having to budget 12, 15, 20 pounds a week for flowers. Sometimes we will be using the occasional flower which you could pick up inexpensively from your high street supermarket or even your own florist. Of course, you can always cut freely from your garden. Now, I've got a book that I bought over the summer holidays, and although we're not going to be slavishly using this as the course textbook, I thought if I flip the camera over and show you some of the projects in it, and I'm not guaranteeing we're doing all of those projects, I will be sharing in more detail the full programme of events, but it'll give you that flavour of what we're going to be doing. I'm thinking more about clean lines, perhaps lots of glassware, minimal flower, some use of specialist foliage, that kind of thing. But I'm sure if you have a flick through this book with me, you'll get a clearer idea of the direction of travel that classes are going to be taking next time. As we flick through this book, you may well notice a few pages that have got yellow post-it notes. Do not read anything into that. What I do when I prepare for class is I'm looking at my magazines, I'm looking at books, and I'm trying to shape a programme that is fits the time of the year, any high days and holidays we've got coming up. So do not read anything into that. You may well see some of these techniques being used in future Zoom flower classes, but I hope by going through this book it gives you a kind of a steer and direction which way Zoom flower classes are going, with some more advanced techniques and fewer flowers. I hope you found that flick through of my book helpful, and if you're interested in purchasing yourself, I will leave a link to it in the notes underneath the video. Spoiler alert though, it did cost me about £60. And if you have any questions about Zoom flower class, you're welcome to leave them under this video, or you can contact me via social media or my email address, and all those details are in the notes underneath this video. That's all for me for now, and I really hope to see you at Zoom flower class from Tuesday the 27th of September 2022.